Okay, so last time we found out that I should need to make 3 different topiaries. Topiary round. They're trying to make that hermit happy. He's making my life a living hell because he's a stupid little baby. Topiary sea pony. And then this might be the struggles. I imagine I'm gonna hit another bottleneck on this stuff. Topiary spiral. I need 4 fibers. Otherwise I'm okay. I'm just like, where on this island can I get fibers? It's a struggle because the entire island is... Oh, these might count. No, I think this might be wood, even though it's clearly also fibers. Oh, 2 fibers. Oh, that's not regrown yet. Yeah, the struggle here is this entire island is made of crops, but I can only farm the ones that are strangely growing on their island but aren't theirs, I think. Oh, that was the kind of planter I do need. Ooh, these ones might do it. Yes. Okay, that was easier than I expected. I currently have topiary round and sea pony. Spiral. His goal is to get rid of teenagers coming to his house, basically. But his solution is to basically grow a bunch of nice hedges and topiaries everywhere, which does have the result of largely just kind of making your place seem kind of more welcoming or just kind of nice. I feel like this is going to backfire. Really, the main thing is that nobody seems to have a boat except for the giant industrial pirate ships that are everywhere. And the tourism boat. I'm trying to remember if I saw a cat here. So I'm behind on the cat quests. Whoops. That's the hard part to keep track of, is I don't remember which cats I've done and which islands have them. I almost might need to look up a guide just to review the overall list of them and double check one by one which ones might have interactions. Just because it's hard to remember. This is the most chaotic and complicated island to look at in general. Go. Let's not mine too much random stuff. The bridge. I should take care of the bridge. I probably have the parts for it. Just remembering the fact that I can just go back to the boat to nab them. 5 marble slab and 25 brick? That's super easy, actually. Gotta get back to my boat. As I do a little lap looking for the cat, I guess. It's hard to remember. There's a really chaotic island where I can never remember where anything else is. Yeah. There's gotta be a better way to do this. I feel like I'd even take a drop-down menu for some of the stuff. Okay, so... No! No! I'm lacking in marble slab. That's so annoying. Freaking marble is so annoying. It's just not that common. Is this a normal workbench? So I can at least process... Oh, I can't process what I have because that's not how that works either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back with some marble slabs. What do you want? Good to see you again, Marrow. Thanks to you, the farm is running again like its old self. So how'd you like to earn a few more of the farmer? So take this to Sammy. Next time I'm at the island. Okay, I guess. I do wonder if the cat was like underwater somewhere near the middle here. I think I already finished getting this. Whoop. Alright, so 4 marble slabs. I put the bricks in, so I at least don't have to remember those in the first place, in the future at least. Let's see. You unfortunately have to process marble slabs, yeah. So while there is some infrastructure around to do some of the basics, which has been very helpful for this furniture quest, this is a thing that I just have to fully wait until I go back again and then back and back again, just zigzagging. So I'll try to remember this in the long term. There's another incentive to continue to grab all the marble I see in some places. For now, let's go take our topiaries back. Here we go. And we're here. Okay. I put them like this because he seemingly wanted us to specifically scare people away from coming in the front door, so I like made it more of a barrier on the way in. But it is a weird layout to have. But we'll see. I suppose those do look pretty nice, and I suppose they are exactly what I asked for, but just because you did what I asked doesn't mean you're finished yet. The yard still needs a water feature to tie the whole thing together. How about you get me a stone fountain? It would look absolutely lovely and sound nice as well. Okay, but that's the last thing. Yeah, last thing. Just remember, I'm the one doing you a favor here. You're not. You're super not. But sure, I'm just want to get that goddamn juice. I really should have predicted that. I should have just preemptively made a fountain. He's clearly asking for me to make all of the like yard fixtures that we've learned how to do over the course of the new update, basically. So I should have predicted fountain for sure. Womp womp. Tempted to look around for marble, but really, I mostly make marble back at the base. Let's focus on the fountain for now. I can do this quickly. Then head back to the base to process the marble I have, which if I remember correctly, it's 3 each, and I have 12. Oh wait, do I have 12? Oh, yeah, if it is 3 each, then 12 is 4. And I already put 1 in, so I actually I might have the exact amount of marble right now. Back to the furniture one. Oh, my meters are so empty right now. Stone fountain. Simple motor. That's fine. Simple motors are over here at this other bench. Give me simple motors. Oop. Got our fountain. That'll work for now. Good. Okay. It interacts so strangely with the surrounding geometry sometimes. We're like, am I gonna be okay? Was this the beach that had a resting spot on it? Or was that the yet another island? I don't remember if this island had a bed on it or not. I was tempted to rest real quick and then take another deep dive just to see how that goes. Could have planned these out a little bit more if I knew which things were gonna be in the yard. The fountain's a little bit of an afterthought in this layout. Okay, I'll admit the fountain really ties everything together, and then always almost drowns out your yapping. How would you get me a few lights, just for accent and mood? No, you said last thing. Ah, fine. I was just asking. Can't be so rude about it. Here's what you wanted. 1 case of ruckus juice. Now go away and let me enjoy my new yard in peace. Ruckus juice. I forgot who wanted this. Probably Sammy. Oh yeah, it was for our bar. This was for our funny little guy. Our strange like butterfly rabbit alien creature. Yeah, I don't remember if there's a bed around here. Womp womp. So if I remembered a bed location, then I'd be tempted to take a quick rest and then just do another deep dive into the area where the treasure supposedly is. Just to see if I could quickly find the spot before I get drowned again, or get cold again. Can't go inside this house. I could have made my life really easy. Alright, I'll see you guys when I get back to the island. We're back at the island. No, yes, 4. Yay, marble slabs. Be able to make this work. Got a few things to deliver. Alright. While we're at it. 2 more ducks. This thing for the building. These 2 for the museums. We actually have a lot of things that we got done in one go, didn't we? What's that thing in the bottom corner? Oh, it's just meat. It's fine, I guess. Gotta stop turning all my brush and other stuff. My fibers. My precious fibers. There we go. Just gonna go ahead and skip to tomorrow so that we can refresh everything. Be able to see properly. And we'll do the bonus nap so that everyone's actually awake, so I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna go to a business and be like, nah, they're still closed. No, let me turn in my recipes. Don't be scared, Marrow. These guns are only for show, Echo. I think I finally figured out how to maximize my workouts. If I lift while I'm asleep, I can almost double my output. What do you think about that, Marrow? How can you lift in your sleep? It's called muscle memory. As long as my muscles know what's going on, I can just be snoozing away. That doesn't make any sense. It's hard to fully like Screech because Screech just has the same personality and thus all of the same dialogue as Hugo, and obviously we prefer Hugo because he was here first, and also he's Hugo. So when somebody else just says the same dialogue, I'm like, oh, you're disappointing. You just say all the same things. Marrow, so glad you could make it for the grand opening. Just give me a moment and I'll open the doors. I'm ever so excited for you to see the brand new wing. Less of an unveiling that time, it just blinked out of existence. Captain Marrow, welcome, welcome. Do you have anything for review? Yeah. Got a Fabergé. She has such a funny, tiny little squiggly mouth. It's so easy to not notice because of everything else going on with her giant face features, but she's got like this little mouth that does little cartoony animations, and it's so small. Actually, might be the same mouth that everyone has, but it just doesn't fit her face at all, which makes it even better. I definitely wish there was some kind of indication of what all of this growing of the reputation means. Because I have no concept of what that means. Also, wow, this whole wing was developed by me just doing like 5 topiaries, basically. This place is huge. There's a little doll. A few familiar-ish places. There's a whole floor down here. I assume there's a reasonable way to... Yeah, there we go. The staircase. Definitely some empty stuff. Yeah, that's the weird... Oh, it's like a deep sea area. That's the underwater stuff we saw. Museum's interesting. It does feel like it might be a little overcomplicated, and that it's kind of harder to appreciate which things you collected and where they ended up. Like, I remember getting that, but for some of the stuff, I'm like, I don't really... It's not immediately easy to tell sometimes what was the original component of how this display was set up, and then what was the stuff I added by finding it. I did just turn in those two things. So I was right when I suspected that the stuff that I was finding in this region was being added to the museum. But yeah, like, I think what stands out to me is that a fairly substantial amount of the museum is already cluttered with a bunch of details, so when you add in the stuff that I find, like this camera, it doesn't stand out as much because there's so much surrounding facade. I'm behind the waterfall like in a Zelda. Hard to see through though. This is a huge area. Yeah, it's not immediately clear which parts of these are interactive. There's definitely like curtained off areas, but that might just be because there's zones, stuff they haven't added yet they're going to add to this wing. Because I think this wing might have to account for the rest of the video game, all the way up through 1.0. There was one finished wing and one unfinished wing. I think those two combined have to be the entire museum forever now. I think they're leaving their possibility open for future things. It does feel like that wing is way bigger than the original one. Right? Yeah, the first wing was relatively simple. It was just this big room and these two sides that are like symmetrical. Yeah, I thought so. The museum was not that big, and now it's huge. Some of these things might be tied to elements of the cat stuff that I maybe haven't found. I'll have to revisit the cat on every island to see what I may or may not have forgotten to follow up on. Whoops. I'm curious how much there is to do in the current build. I do kind of feel like I might be almost running out of stuff. Like, I vaguely feel like I could conceivably finish the game this episode in the current build and then go back on hiatus. Which is surprising because a lot of updates happened while I was gone. So I'll have to double check their patch notes to see what features they list, just to see if there's like entire elements I forgot to touch. Oh, the tourists are here. That bird looked like they weren't even wearing clothes. Let's finish the donut shop since apparently tourists are here. Hair tonic, but yeah, we'll have to see if those plants finally grew in. Are you the donut shop? Yeah. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. I assume that dude will find his way over here at some point. And I gotta finish expanding my house. Even though I don't fully know what to do with it. But yeah, we do have such a comical amount of money that I can just like walk into these places and buy all the outfits and clothes I want at this point. Because I previously would have been saving more of it for the upgrades to the entire place. That's a cool zebra. That's a terrifying sea monster. Not a fan of that. That's an alright bird. I like the zebra. I wish you a very get crashed and stranded. Oh, space fleet storage. Egyptian window. Bath door. What makes an Egyptian window? These are actually just straight up different assets. I imagine a lot of the stuff that was added over time was just more and more assets for these parts of the game. Look at this little rabbit chair. Art Nouveau table. My concern is that without having bigger... He looks so goofy like this. This must be my lucky day. Please tell me that you're here about my notice on the bulletin board. I'm in desperate state. Oh, you're right. Yep. I have something right here. Oh, that's how you can do it without accepting the quest. You can just turn it in the spot. 500 doubloons. Just have to buy a couple things at the store too. Would you look at all these options? This would go so nicely in my home. Maybe you should buy this before someone else snaps it up. They've got the horizontal eye slit things, like a goat. That's interesting. Are zebras like that? I don't know what zebra eyes are like. I only know of that as being like a goat or maybe sheep thing. But I don't know if that's the case. Okay, first of all, a garden planter is not home decor. Yeah, my ass is gonna have to introduce another home decor chest. So I have 2 outfit chests and 2 home decor chests. I might need a 3rd outfit chest at the rate we're going at, which is a little rough, but like that's how it goes. Skunk? We've got a skunk lady. I do like the simpler designs a lot of the time. Although sometimes it's so archetypical and goofy. I'm like, I don't know if I want a rubber ducky in my village. I like the skunk lady. Yeah, I have to like the simpler designs, but sometimes there's a specific brand of complex design that can be fun. In the case of boots. Like Tradwife dough. It's actually a funny. That's an interesting Raven design. Very Hot Topic vibes. This is a creature. Advanced creature. This character is iconic. This Blinks the Time Super character is so iconic. What? What? Wait, they just walked right through that too. Is that the backside of the donut shop? That's so trippy. I specifically want Blinks the Time Sweeper in my village. Raptor? Cool raptor? They're still all over the place. Ooh. Look at that. That's somebody's persona. That has immediate persona. I think I pointed that out last time. I think I remember seeing them before, actually. I'm still surprised that there's such a lack of things to buy at the barber shop, at this place, I mean. There was the new stores, obviously. Of which now I think we've crafted 4 out of 5 of them. Or maybe all of them. No, the salon's not built until we can get the tonic. Bum bum ba-dum bum. That's a bear. Look at that goofy bear. Oh, hello. A bubblegum jacket. I don't know. Okay, I buy them sometimes, but am I gonna give anyone a bikini top? Hugo, come back here. Sporty jersey. Ooh, the coat of darkness. Excuse me. Corny overalls and princess gown. I don't know. Maybe someone has princess gown vibes, but I'm not sure who. Striped slacks with a patch on them is kind of fun. This is like a Rugrats jacket. I don't know about this. Sandals, like I guess. You need... I have something for you. Oh, because you needed clothing. Oh god, I don't know what you wear. You're currently just wearing blue whatever, despite being the fashion person. Which admittedly is more coordination than they tend to have. Making you wear the princess gown would be very funny. But I think you don't have complete control. I think they won't wear something if they don't like it. I think the snow sweatshirt actually might work with them. This is actually really nice. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'm shocked you have this much fashion sense. I'm gonna put this on right now. You like beachwear? That's one of your yeses? Okay, I gotta admit, you either have an eye for style or got really lucky. Either way, I got new threats. Take this, I don't need it anymore. It looks like your wardrobe could use a boost anyways. Thanks, Marrow. Inventory full. It was sent to the mail. Of course. Business fish tie. I think I've seen that before. I gotta see the, It's so dark, though. It's so dark in the lighting. It's wild. Like I'm gonna put hits on someone or something. Oh my god, look at this raccoon. I need this raccoon to live here. Look how good this raccoon is. Wait, what? They're so cute. Frankie. I heard that Critter Cove's supposed to have great shops. I'm gonna find out for myself. I do desperately wish every single character had writing. I know that it's an Animal Crossing thing, but I don't like Animal Crossing, so that's not a reason for that to be that way to me. I'm like, whatever, I don't like Animal Crossing, so tough shit. If you don't like that criticism. But like, I would like if every single person had their own personality in writing, which I think is not that hard of a sell for you guys. Like, I'm not saying it's easy to do, although it is writing. Like, writing's not hard to do. Writing's not easy to do, but it is like not quite the same thing as making a ton of visual assets, for example. Although when you have a visual team, you can kind of like set them to work and just like be like, make all this shit, just go, and keep them busy. When sometimes the goal is to keep them employed making things. So 2 deliveries to make. I should separate those from all the clutter. I've got 2 ducks to place. I don't know if I like this. Maybe it was purple. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird vibe. But yeah, now that I've properly been processing the fact that I can swap between all these different tabs. even when I'm doing other interactions, which wasn't always immediately apparent. That definitely helps a lot. Like, okay, when I encounter somebody that needs clothing, I can actually page through all my tabs. So now it's also incentive to like just stock up on a bunch of options, so that I can also do that. There we go. I found so many ducks lately. Felt like I wasn't finding that many ducks. Now I'm full of ducks. So many ducks. They growing. Plenty of the bee stuff. A lantern fruit. These are growing so slowly. It's a genuine bottleneck just trying to get this goddamn tonic made tougher by the fact that I think I still don't even have one of the plants required. Might have to go double check that one store to see if I can trade tickets for it. Like maybe I bought it and lost it, or I think when I bought recipes from them I didn't have access to the requirements for this thing yet. So I didn't know yet that I was going to need them, but I think I went on my way to try to buy every plant that I thought I didn't already have at base. And we got a bunch of plants now. And we got the pumpkins have been growing in repeatedly. I've definitely been getting this guy's voice wrong all the time because I just don't quite remember what it was like. Howdy, Marrow. Are you looking for something to drink? I hope so, because that's what we do here. Oh, pretty bottles. Have you ever wondered how they get those little ships in these? This is the ruckus juice. Oh, that's even better. I don't think these tourists can drink little ships. They'd probably get stuck in their throats. How about I pay you for the stuff? The tourists give me all sorts of money. They are very nice in that way, Pluff Pluff. Being paid is a little confusing because I'm like, aren't you already paying me? Because I get money at the end of every tourism day. Isn't that you paying me? Other crops. Spotted swirly. Superboy. I'll have to double check the requirements for that recipe. Oh, there's a manta ray stuck in my crops. Just having a normal day. This is revenge for Steve Irwin. No, that was a, Oh, I'm drowning. Don't drown. I didn't quite drown. I also didn't fully heal, actually. No. Don't love that possum design. Look at this person just chilling out. Just vibing. I feel like this deer looks really cool on their ref sheet, but I don't know about how they look in the game. It's a little weird looking. That one screams persona. I've said that too much though, so now I've like I've inherently like destroyed my credibility by being wrong several times, I'm sure. We do want the spotted swirlies, but we also want the okay, so I'm good. I do have both ingredients. I just need to make sure that it's watered every day before I skip forward in time, or it'll die. It looks like everything that I had before that was turning brown recovered with some water, so that's good. Ooh, it's like an evil jackalope vampire. Jackalope vampire bat? Hybrid? I don't remember what the battery sitch is. Hey! Ooh, I gotta put my stuff away. And we're gonna have to get a home decor too. So let's go ahead and small crate, craft. I don't think I have a bigger storage device yet, even though the device that I do store everything in seems kind of small. Because large crate is not a storage device. Soapbox is not a basic trunk. I don't think anything has been indicated as being like the super trunk. That might be a little SOL there. Oops. There we go. Need more places to put these kinds of items. Also, the planter should obviously be in the farming tab. That just makes perfect sense. You guys can go back into food. At this point, I would like the ability to have a drop-down menu. If any developers are watching for some reason. Having a drop-down menu of all of your named chests and being able to click on the correct one and have that sorted by alphabetical order or something would be a nice solution. Because right now, I need to keep these on me. Right now, we just keep placing chests as we need them and then naming them as we need them. But like obviously they're gonna be really out of order as we then have to make a second chest for the same purposes because we get overwhelmed with all the nonsense in our inventory. And so at that point it'd be helpful if we had a drop-down menu for all the ones you had and they were sorted alphabetically, because then you could actually find what you need to. Right now it's a nightmare. Okay, so that's a handful of batteries. I should double check the requirements for making a battery, because I might be able to just make more of them. Uncharged battery. Requires acid. Acid's made at the cooking station. Let's get prolific. I don't think that's especially what prolific necessarily means. Okay, this is the problem. I need sea star fruits, which I apparently don't have. Yeah, I fucked up. So I should have definitely made more sea star fruits out of my... I had them at some point. So when I had them, I should have then... Shift right click? Shift left click. Okay. Put these away. And then they just still have more gathered resources that I didn't get out of them because they're goddamn... The one that gathers garbage gathers so many unique items that you genuinely can't loot them half the time, and because of the way that they report items on the side of the screen, it's not even entirely clear that you failed to loot the robot, because they give you so many unique items that it fills your... Oh, this is what was left over from last time? Oh my god. Yeah, they're all listed individually, and you're multitasking, and it's not until like 30 seconds later that the news comes up on the screen that your inventory was full at the time. So you don't notice that you actually didn't loot what you thought you looted, and that the robot still has loot, because you can't just look at them and see that they have loot, like a container, and take that out or something. Things get a little confusing. There we go, put all that away. So many unique loot items. So yeah, I need to rediscover where the sea star fruit is, so I can make more batteries. Because what I needed to do was put the sea star fruit in this thing to get seeds out of it, because then I can plant the sea star fruit in my sea area, and then I would have a consistent source of batteries. And then at that point I could probably be making batteries almost as fast as I charge them. And so I'd have increasingly big pools of batteries to go around and could pretty easily distribute those things. I just really wish that one of these robots gathered fibers, because I think the wood one doesn't. It seems unlikely because I am not generally flush with fibers, although I do have a lot right now, so maybe they did just give me a lot of fibers. Maybe I'm just wrong. It might just be that because fibers are usable to make resin, I just constantly use up all of my fibers. I currently have 10 softwood planks and 0 hardwood planks. God damn it. It's hard. It's a hard life. Need to gather a lot more wood again. But I'll have more wood once that guy gives me more wood. Or I'm right. No, I have plenty of wood. I need more sticks in order to make more resin, and then with more resin I can make more softwood planks. That's the constant struggle. Resin is a crazy bottleneck at all times in this playthrough. It's wild. Oh, bakery complete. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Greetings mode activated. As requested, this unit has completed the repairs on the bakery. If you please stand back for your safety, this unit will remove the scaffolding. Be careful about ingesting too many pastries. This unit has heard of something called carb overload, which sounds very dangerous. Was it just that there's an archway there and that's why everyone's walking through that spot? And yeah, the balcony is now redone to look better. Social mode activated. This unit understands it is customary for meat persons such as yourself to stand with their peers and discuss past experiences. In fact, this unit has a long memory and could prepare an in-depth photographic slideshow. If Marrow would be interested, this unit estimates the slideshow would only take approximately 3.7 years to watch. Anything shorter? No. Would you like to begin now? Joke mode, cancel. This unit is learning the basics of meat person humor. Haha. Did Marrow enjoy the unit's joke? Okay, sure. Request mode activated. Now that this unit has used humor to establish meaningful rapport with meat person Marrow, perhaps Marrow could perform a task. What task? This unit has received a weak signal from the old factory where a worker bot may still be functioning. Meat persons are enamored with the concept of rescue, correct? What do you need me to do? Marrow will need to investigate underwater factory to find source of this signal. This unit thanks meat person Marrow for rescuing Harvey. This unit has noticed that meat persons enjoy attaching names and personalities to inanimate objects. Oh, Harvey's not a person. They're just calling someone Harvey. Alright, so who wants to work at the bakery? Now I need to repair the salon too, which is going to be harder. What a wonderful surprise, Marrow. How's it going? Is this an outfit choice? Oh god. I feel like they like fancy stuff. Are they schmancy? Got 2 of those. Skipper jacket, maybe? Spot cabana? They might like tie specifically, like semi-professional vibe. Let's see how they like the spot cabana. These threads are just fantastic. I need to try this on right now. And I need to fix their pants, because the top makes more sense than their pants now. Whoa, I look like a brand new me. You've earned yourself something nice from my old wardrobe. My new outfit looks so good I won't be needing this. Sunny seaweed flare shirt. Interestingly, you never get the thing that you actually traded off of them. I'm a little mixed on that the color of the new top works, but it is spots on spots, which is a bit of a choice. Alright, so who's unemployed and that we think would want to work at a bakery? Bambo likes explosions. He's my stay-at-home husband though, so he's busy. Cody? Alright, it says in some cases. If I can recognize the building. Cody works at the cafe or the fashion store. Clothing store. Oh, Nick can work at the bakery actually. And is apparently unemployed. I mixed up Nick and Jasper. Jasper used to work at the furniture store, not Nick. Actually, well, Nick might have worked at the furniture store at some point and was a bad fit, maybe. Wow. Shiloh can work at the bakery, but he's also like the only person that can work at the bait shop. Like no one can work. Oh yeah, we're down to just Nick basically. All right, stay there. Don't you move a muscle. You're gonna be employed whether you like it or not. What's the word, Meryl? Okay, confession, I'm not 100% sure what that means. I think I heard Renard say it. And if I'm using it wrong, please tell me. I got a job for you. I got a job for you. Really? I love baking. Just something about it just soothes the soul. It's one of the few things I'm actually confident I can do well. I promise I won't let you down, Meryl. And if you ever want anything at all baked, I'll give you priority. At first I was like, is that a sombrero? But then I realized the angle it's at. I'm like, oh my god. He has to wear a donut on his face? That's a cursed outfit. Why would they do that to them? Also, these look like freaking Overwatch stickers. These strange bits here. That oven's open. We finally have a bakery. I like pies so much. Hi, Meryl. Are you hungry? I hope so. I just love being surrounded by all my favorite things. I need to get more things. Let's see. I have a buttery croissant. There's the deluxe donut platter. If you're looking for salty, there's the big twisty pretzel. And finally, I offer a many layers cake. Give me that cake. Going for the big ticket item. I hope you've got friends that can help you eat it all. But if not, I won't judge. Cake equals happiness. That'll be 50 doubloons. This one's actually a functioning store where you can buy food items, I guess. Wonderful. You have a great day now. Come back and see us again. His hands are clipping to the donut. Hello, strange Mona Lisa. And the like concept art about the lighthouse we have outside. Why are you closed? Aren't the people here? Or is the day ending? Just watching this bird stick their head through the freaking photo op cutout. Just alone with nobody else there. There's no one to take a photo. And then they just popped out and just started laughing to themselves. And I'm like, what? Yes, there's no one else there. This is just all for you. You're just high on your own vibes. But like no one's, you're supposed to take a photo. I think there's still nothing to do up here. Just had the thought that I haven't been up there forever, and I was a little worried there might have been like some kind of interaction or quest hanging around that I might have lost track of. Ew, I'm glad you showed up. You're never gonna guess what happened. Those crazy tourists came through here and actually bent all my barbells. I don't even think I could bend bars if I tried. Tourists are a bunch of animals, man. If you make a few new ones, a gym filled with broken equipment is like the saddest place in the world, woof. Yeah. I need to count on you, bro. I doubt this is possible. Is there any way for tourist-proof metal bars? I swear those people terrify me. That's an adequate fear to have. What do you mean they bent the barbells? Damn, this person's really pissy looking. This is just terrible. I really want to get something to eat, but there's not enough places here. You'll need to work on getting more options. They're closed. It's late. Damn, everyone's mad. Oh my god, everyone in the entire place, they all stopped being mad at the same time. That was creepy. Okay, so the crowd AI might be a little strange. Everyone was just simultaneously mad. Oh, it's because the boat's here. So they're all leaving. Or ready to potentially leave. I think they were just all simultaneously mad that the food place was closed. Blinks, why are you so mad? I was really hoping to try and eat all sorts of exotic treats, but there isn't enough places to sink my teeth into around here. Sad. Arlo? Arlo, there's a bakery. I just made it for you. I don't like the tradwife deer, they creep me out. I knew you'd come sniffing around here, Mero. You're the type of guy that can smell when treasure is around. No, no, no. No, thank you. I'm already working on the cat treasures. I don't need less good treasures to juggle with that. Didn't I make more resin out here too? Nope. Roll out of resin. I have 5 hardwood planks, 7 softwood planks. That's all I have to show for it. Ah. I really wish Renard sold some resin every day. It would be very helpful for my supplies, but he only sells oil, which just means that he slightly saves me time on going all the way there. Yeah, all he ever says is that I really think that this town could be something one day. Yeah, off the sweat of my back. You barely ever do anything. You look angry too. About time you shut up. I was worried that I was just going to be left to fend for my own devices. This is a total disaster. I've got a major run on new orders. Yeah, so you need cloth. Here you go. Yep. I actually spent the entire day in town. Wow. 7 grand is crazy. What do I even spend this money on? Yeah, there's no money sinks, but also the last tourist upgrade I got was only like 5,000. So I make more than that every time tourists show up now. So I'm definitely going to have a flood of money. So the early access struggle a little bit is that a lot of early access games have some kind of economy, but I'm going to like just playing when you ran out of stuff to do after each patch ends up with you getting flooded with resources so much that every time a new patch comes out, you just instantly buy everything. About time you showed someone shit about my message. Any clinic? Sure, I can help. Calling Dr. Feelgood. He's the one you call Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes you feel alright. Need 5 more basic medicine. Dang. And 4 more barbells. So they have me recreating the basic elements of how these businesses worked in the first place. But I do want people to like me instead of not liking me. So I will do it. Robots are insanely powerful. It is actually wild how much gathering they do for you, even if there's limitations to it. They get you so much shit, and would ultimately save so much time. Also, my inventory was definitely full. I do never remember which one's which. 37 propellers? Why do you even have those? Do. It's just psychically burned into my brain. I'm only like slightly aware of what's even happening. And just in the moment, I'm like, I just get sucked into it. It's on auto. Put this wood away, but we want to hold on to the marble slabs in a minute. Eat this cake later, I guess. I just want to turn all of our new wood into resin because I actually have so many planks that I really don't need to make more planks. Just need the resin. I don't trust him. Like, I hope that he covers my crops, but also like I'll run around like a maniac trying to make sure they get sprinkled. Out of fear. Fear is real. I think a barbell counts as furniture. I do increasingly wish that you could type in things in like a search bar. Because it takes a bit to find some of these. Yeah, I remember barbells being pretty easy to make. I was like, oh, what's it gonna take? And it was just like, it's like metal pipes and tires, I think. And I don't have anything else to use tires for right now. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. Where's the basic medicine? Did I scroll past it too fast? Is it my normal inventory? Sleek fins. Oh wait, don't you have to make it in the fabricator for some reason? I think I remember that coming up. No, that's the hair tonic that you weirdly have to make in the fabricator. That is weird too. Is it inexplicably furniture? Also, I can make ride carts. I gotta make a skull flag. Oh, a radio dish? Why would that be part of that? Sand castles. Wow. Make a couple of those just to scatter them on the beach a little bit. Maybe put one of them in that sad empty lot upstairs. I feel a little bit insane whenever I'm trying to find where they put certain things. Like, it shouldn't be this hard, honestly. Do 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 do. You also need to put something to burn in this every time you just want to like see what you can make here. Is basic medicine a recipe? Like food? Because like acid is. There we go. I was feeling all the way insane. I'm like, I know how to make this. Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense that you can make it here. It doesn't make all the way sense. You know what I mean? It's an ambiguity made by how a lot of these games have a bunch of specialized crafting things, but then they have the one generic crafting place. And the one generic, and what the threshold is where something stops being a generic craftable item versus a specialized craftable item is a little all over the place. There's some stuff where they might think like, oh, it's a chemical thing, so chemical reaction slash chemistry stuff, they kind of think makes sense to put in the cooking place, but like it's not traditional cooking, isn't that you're not making like a pie, so that throws me off. Here you go. Well, 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 would you look at that? Just who came through in a pinch again. It's exactly what I needed. Thanks for helping out, Marrow. Without this medicine, I'm pretty sure I'd have lost my mind. Anyway, here's your patient. Here's your payment. Thanks again. I love that Boots, the huge dickhead, turned out to be like an effective caretaker. That's not the outcome we were expecting. Aw, he's the best healer we have. And he's not even a dog. Oh, he's kind of a dog. That joke didn't make any sense. I was gonna make a joke about healers. And then I remembered that I was stupid. Whoops. No one is ever in here. Come on in, I hope you're ready to work up a real sweat. Just throws 4 barbells at his head. Yo, dog, these are exactly what I need to replace all my busted equipment. Hopefully these last longer than the last set, but I don't have much faith. Tourists love messing up gyms. Here's your payment. You've absolutely earned it. Stay strong, Marrow. What if they just had like, what if they just like had a comically ripped looking like a muscle suit when you hired them for the gym? They just instantly transformed into like Hulk mode. You'd be like, what the fuck? I'm so close to having all those buildings built. I do wonder if building everything causes a new quest to come up. Like that's a tier of progress of some sort. Anyway. I feel like it makes sense just to have this here to make it look slightly less sad and empty in this weird lot. So I'll put one sandcastle there. And I'll add one down here on the beach unless I already have one. Nope. And no one lives here yet, apparently. If that even is one of the places people can live in. It seems to be like one of the normal properties. Distracting bundle of bricks. Mine. Am I insane, or do the bricks as they're shown on the box not have holes in them, but then the bricks that you do that show up in your inventory have little holes through them, like in a cinder block kind of way? I feel like there's a discrepancy between the two logos, but I'm not totally sure. Alright, well that's the basics for now. I might do a little tour around just to see what shipwrecked people are around and if I like them. And then we'll go probably look into this stranded inanimate object that has been named Harvey. If I'm even remembering correctly what the name was. I think it was Harvey. Oh god. Have you come to grovel before me? For I am Meowwise, the great and terrible. I wish for snacks and head scratches. You shall supply those for me. Wait, I no longer supply those I no longer wish for those things. Instead, you shall amuse me once again and find another of my lost toys. That is what Meowwise demands. The toy is hidden under the water, far from here, and Meowwise does not wish to walk that far. I shall retrieve that treasure from You shall retrieve that treasure from Meowwise. Now be gone. Why Meowwise wish to snooze on this warm island and perhaps have a snack later. So this is, yeah, the one that's underwater here. I remember this one, just off the coast. I think I might have just forgotten that you have to eat weird berries in order to interact with these. I keep forgetting that I need to get the map, the treasure map, which is a little hard to spot some. Oh my goodness, it's way down there. Okay. Should be doable though. I also met a new villager that has kind of a neat design, kind of, but they are blatantly kind of just Pocky with, or Pokey, I forget what the name is, with hair and horns. Quanta. They actually look like multiple dragon personas I've seen that I call gamer dragons. They're the RGB dragons. There's a lot of dragons that have like a purplish, grayish scales and then light blue highlights. I think that might be with the vibe. I almost feel like I recognize this persona. But the fact that they look like a rave version of Pocky and they're also a dick just like Pocky makes me not want to recruit them. What is that? I don't know, I kind of haven't been recruiting anyone though, and I think there's a lot more population space. I just don't like their design very much. Just send them off on an adventure, bye. I'm just not crazy about their design being so much like Pocky. Which is funny, because like I could encounter like another canine potentially, and have actually. Well, yeah. We have Hugo and Boots, and I think they don't actually look that similar because of their different ears and colorations and vibes. But that really does, I think maybe because Pocky just has such a specific shape with their face as a bearded dragon, that the bearded dragon shape is like too distinct. And so, and then them having the same personality as Pocky is just really distracting because they're just like, it does just look like Pocky with horns. It's so funny to me that you just see your character go flying through the camera like that. So we're gonna go just off the top left from here. Ah! Got a few things I'm juggling right now, but we accidentally encountered some stuff to do, so we're doing that now. Still need to find more places to use these keys, actually. Okay, so somewhere down here there should be a shiny spot, hopefully. So I got, by the way, I harvested the cotton candy berries, which you'll remember I had some cotton candy berries and then I turned them into seeds so that I could plant them properly because I was like, what happened to my seeds? Just to further confuse things, when I harvested these cotton candy berries, the whole plant came out, which might have been what happened the first time that confused me or something. I don't know. Oh, hello. But there seems to be a problem with those. Wow, I'm cold here too. I gotta get an upgraded suit. Fishbowl. Meow-wise fishbowl. There seems to be a problem with that plant. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it's not. It seems really frustrating, is that, it doesn't give me seeds. It's like the plant gets harvested in its entirety when you pick it. So you don't take its fruit out or whatever, and then the plant's still there and then it grows more fruit in a few days. You take the whole thing, and it just leaves you an empty, it leaves an entirely empty planter, which sucks. Oh no, I just came from there. I should head back up to here so I can finish the bridge while I'm on my big loop, where I'm gonna want to buy more cotton candy plant seeds, I guess, with my vouchers. It seems that if I want to finish this very frustrating tonic thingy for the barber shop, I need to keep planting more and more cotton candy stuff, which is just kind of weird and frustrating. I also need to look up where to get star fruits, or see if I can get them from a local place or what. I don't remember where they're from. They might have been from this island, actually. Yeah, let's double... Okay, here's another cat. Let's double check whether or not I've done this one, because apparently I just forgot at some point that you need to eat the thing. And so I feel like I saw some cats and thought they were non-interactive, and didn't register that I was just forgetting the steps because it just had been a while. I similarly need to make another crab thingy. Nope, I've done this Meow-wise before. I similarly need to eat another crab burger or whatever it is, just so I can check in to see if the crabs have any new dialogue requests, because I think that there might not be any other indication of whether or not they do, unless you do that. Which does make the various NPCs that you need to eat something to interact with a little frustrating, just because you can't tell even if you need to or not. I want to fully do all the things, but I don't know how many quests are in the current patch and where they might be. It's a bit of a struggle on its own. I definitely need to look in again to see if there's anything I can do about the heat. Like, is there a new wetsuit that I don't know about? Oh, wait. I'm a fool. I went off on my own quest here. Where am I? And I kind of forgot about the fact that I need to actually go back to that particular Meow-wise statue and actually turn in the thing I got. Whoops. I got used to the idea that like, oh, I got the thing, that's it. Because they show up in the museum, so I keep it. I think there still is like a dialogue thing to do there where you check in. But anyway, I've been messing up left and right. We still have one more new island to check out too. Try and do anything else I can first real quick. Watch that be the one where like the bulk of the tasks is or something. Here we go. Bridge over troubled water. And I'll just presume this gets taken care of. Oh, here she comes. Looks like you got everything here. Fine looking wood and stone. I'm gonna get right to it. I imagine it shouldn't take me more than a few hours as long as the weather holds. Maybe I should rest? Isn't there like a place to rest around here? I think I haven't finished harvesting these actually. But yeah, it's definitely frustrating. Yeah, here we go. It's definitely frustrating to find out that that plant doesn't give you more than one fruit each. and also doesn't give you seeds. I got the seeds by putting it in the recycler, but that uses up the plant, and I think only gave me 1 seed, which then turns into a plant. So you can turn the 1 plant into 1 seed, which lets you plant it, to then slowly grow a plant over the course of the day, and then that's it. It's like, oh, there we go, I got the plant. Which is just what it was in the first place. So there's not really a lot of reason to plant it in that way. Just kind of a rough situation all around. It is awkwardly too early in the morning for me to buy the seeds from this guy. I don't know if there's a bed anywhere on this island. I swear, I think it was, oh yeah, the other one, right? I guess that's the idea, is I could go to the abandoned island, and that one has a bed on it. Then I can see the bridge be finished and get the seeds I need. I shouldn't have come here yet. I should have gone back. I should have gone back and taken care of the other thing. Turned in the cat quest, but if I'm here already, I might as well do these handful of things. That shipwreck rising from beneath is wild as a visual. Okay, over here, we have a hammock. Now it's 9 a.m. So most places back there should be open by now. I should be able to buy the seeds I need to buy. And the bridge should be finished. Spend a lot of time in this tugboat. That's with me skipping chunks of it for the video sometimes too. Do 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 do. There you are. Guess I'll buy 10 for now. Farm flooring, wall, entry wall, ceiling. Country farm wardrobe. Yeah, they have their own whole cosmetic set. Not sure if I love the overall, like, faded pink vibe of it all. So no construction thing popped up around this thing, but maybe she's doing it. Bridge is done. Should hold up for a while now, as long as it's maintained. I wonder if you actually need to maintain it or not. You can cross now if you want. She's sturdy enough. Appreciate the help. No unveiling, it just hard pops into being a finished bridge. Alrighty, we got it though. We fixed the bridge. That won't come up much because I was already able to hop it, but it feels good to help, I guess. Gotta head back to the west. Is that the right island? That's the one we haven't been to yet. We'll get there soon. I forgot to turn in the cat quest. I might have to just like get a copy of the map and then cross out each island as I do each cat, or check each cat to confirm that I've done them already. Because it's hard to keep track. There's no like system for it as far as I know. Look at me go. I'm not sitting down. I'm not operating anything. I'm just A-posing in the, oh, there we go. I went back to piloting. I was just like, I'm just sitting here A-posing in this boat. Just controlling with my mind. Even Steve from Big Top Burger had to steer with his, like, Naruto arms when he was on the roof of the car. But here I am with my unlimited power. Unfortunately, I checked all 3 islands that I know of that have shipwrecked people on them, and it wasn't any of the people that I would like to recruit. Bummer. I've got like I feel like I've got a list of like 5 that I would like to see. Right, I should look for see if anyone knew was shipwrecked on the island I was just on, actually. That's an easier one to miss. Yeah, there is more. There's more. Yes, that is my bowl of circling amusement. Meowwise liked to swat at the small, tasty creature inside and make it swim faster. I am no longer interested in this thing. You shall keep it and remember my greatness. Now you will tell me I am a good kitty. You are a good kitty. Meowwise knows this to be true. You may leave lest I swat you. Yeah, the colors are super saturated right now, and there's a pink filter around. I wonder if it bugged when I used the berries to talk to the other Meowwise, because there was like no indication that I was high. This is clearly an indication that I'm high. Alright, back at it. Hey, you're here. Why are you here? Also, who are you? I'm Marrow from Critter Cove. Oh, that's so great. Glad to meet you. I'm Boyd. Say, you like treasure? What am I thinking? Of course you like treasure. Everyone loves treasure. So listen, I came across some information about a plane that was carrying treasure from the olden times. Apparently it never arrived at its destination. I theorized that it crashed, and I think I know where. Just offshore here, but I'm not much of a swimmer. So, here's the deal. If you go get the treasure, we can split it 50-50. Interested? Truly? Truly is his catchphrase? Sure. That's the spirit. Let me mark the map, and let me mark the map where I think the plane went down. I'm trying to drown, because I'd feel bad if you do. It's like right out here, isn't it? Maybe not. I thought it was like right out here. I thought I remembered this quest. How marked is the map? 2? Great Plain River. Oh, it's way out there. Okay. I forgot that this is even one of the spawns for a character, but he has decent design. With the fucking scheming face. Hang on, I need to send a picture of this to somebody. You screenshot that and be like, would you press E? I know you would, Roscoe. Anyway, that's a stupid joke. Haha. Back at it. But I was actually originally here because I think this is where the star fruit might be. I've been pulling my entire head off trying to find this place again. I hope it's around here. Oh, yep, sea star fruit. Okay, so the purpley thingies. An eye out for purpley thingies. Yeah, Roscoe is one of the moderators to the Discord for No Playing Games. So you can ask him if you pressed E or not later, and he'll probably not remember the reference anymore as it goes. This one's relatively rare. Hopefully it's not another one of these annoying plants that refuses to give you more than one fruit. I'm assuming I just didn't plant these because I maybe didn't know yet at the time that you can turn them into seeds and then plant them. But we're gonna want this one because I would like to have more batteries, because then I can actually keep all those resources going. I could even maybe have a second copy of each robot if I have enough batteries, although the idea of replacing the batteries for that many robots manually all the time does sound really annoying. I'm not in a hurry to do that. We haven't been to this particular cave for a minute. The one with the conspicuous... Hello. Why is there a weird square here? Oh. That's a map of the world. Yeah, the trash down here is the buried city. That's the 5 crabs, where for someone not frequently crashes. That's the 2 islands. This is the main island right here in the middle. That's Boomerang Bay, and these are the 4 islands that are added in the recent patches. That's the Volcano Island. That's interesting to be able to pick that out now that we're so used to the map. This looks unique. Oh, it's another piece of Chompy. They added one all the way back here. The gripper succulent. That's oddly upsetting. Get you a succulent that grabs back. Good. There's still a duck up there that I don't know how to get. I tried platforming up this, I remember. Which is not good enough. I partly wonder if you could place furniture to get closer. But I don't know if I feel like like in a different game I might place furniture here to get closer, but I feel like they wouldn't let you place the furniture that high up. There's like the one puzzled duck I've encountered that I've like never correctly figured out how to get, I guess. We don't really have like mobility tricks that I know of in this game. That's another weird discrepancy actually, because a lot of the boxes look like the thing on the outside that they are on the inside seemingly. But like that one is a box of rubber, and they tell you it's a box of rubber by showing you a box of balloons? Which is a weird vibe. Whoa. Turtle, you're out of bounds. You're floating. Does make me almost wonder like if there's like an invisible floor for getting there. Like in the Crystal Cave in Dark Souls. Turtle, what are you doing? You can't be doing that. You're gonna break down reality. And then what will we do? When we lose reality, we gain the unreal. Can I hop on the turtle? I don't think so. Nope. I was kind of only under that anyway. That's not supposed to be happening. Okay, well I got... Oop. Gather what? Oh, it's just that. I gathered the starfish that I came here for in the first place, but let's go get the lion quest done and recruit him. I wonder if he's... I think it might just be because of the quest itself for recruiting him. But it would be funny if I get him back and he is like a greedy schemer, because that would be a little different from the others so far. Unless it's just Pokey. It might just count as Pokey. Keep forgetting if their name's Pokey or Pocky. It's probably Pokey. They're a bearded dragon covered in spikes. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, there we go. A little hard to see in there. I gotta be careful and make sure I actually do this before a storm happens and then he gets swept away. Right, I can't look at the map. But yeah, I can. Right, because these are cases where they mark your map and they actually are on your normal map and you have like a waypoint and everything. They're kind of back and forth on whether they want to use treasure maps or waypoints. There's the plane, yep. This one also might be a source of cold. Pretty deep down there. Is that the treasure in there? That's a little unhinged that works that way. Plain lockbox, okay. Right about that particular aspect. You just dismantle the entire thing. Calamari tree. Oh, it's a calamari tree, you're right. This is a goofy ass video game. There's definitely parts of it where you're like, oh, right, yeah, they're kind of doing the Subnautica thing where there's like, what if this plant was based on a thing that isn't what plants are based on? And it'd be like based on an animal or an animate object. A bit like how one of the first enemies in Subnautica is based around a gas mask. And, the main tree that I used for food throughout the game was the boba tree, which had boba on it. Just silly. Hi, Marrow. Have you recovered the treasure yet? What in the world? There's nothing but weird green paper with pictures of men in wigs in this lockbox. What kind of useless treasure is this? I mean, these are some nice wigs, but I don't see the point. Blast it. Truly. I was hoping for me, but you've done your part. So here's something for your efforts. I was hoping for me? Weird sentence. Now, I need to figure out what to do next. Any thoughts? Move to Critter Cove. Whoa, that sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna head to your ship before you change your mind. Just completely derails his life. Like, you know what? I will move to this random island. That'll be a great plan. Ferry drop off? I think they just mean take him back? Yeah. Okie dokie. There are numerous things I could look into, but for now, let's go ahead and just head south to find who Harvey, or what the Harvey thing is. It's been a little bit. And I need to drop this guy off back home anyway. Right, I also meant to check out the plant island to see if who moved in there, or who is currently stranded there. That ship just spawned, like, directly under me. That was wild. These are the 5 crabs. The 5 crabs are always way more north than I expected. I always think of it as being in the bottom right corner of the map, but they're actually, like... yeah, they're, like, level with the, starting island. I believe those are the island... yeah, the Pirate Islands waterfalls. And all of that is just like content that's not in the game yet, or that I haven't unlocked yet. Depending on whether or not it's based on some future story thing. Unclear. Oops. I wonder if I'm going towards this? Yeah, I was gonna say, it definitely gives off the vibe of being a local landmark. Yep. Spooky. Maybe also deep enough to give me cold damage too. I gotta figure that out. It definitely feels like the kind of thing there should be a system for. Or an upgrade. Thank goodness that air tanks are automatic. That'd be kind of a nightmare if they weren't. How do you enter this building? Oh. I feel like I've been in here before. I think I discovered this place already. It gave me some kind of recipe, I think. Just destroying everything in front of me for glass. There it is. Blue alert activated. Malfunction. Malfunction. Blue alert appears. Red. Must change bulb. Embarrassing bulb gaff. Bleep. I'd better take you with me. Exhaustion mode activated. If I say bleep or blorp, will you go away? Harvey? Huh? Is this the name I am to be given by my new management? And when will you decide Harvey is no longer useful and leave him to rot at the bottom of the sea? Shutdown activated. Initiating preemptive shutdown. Harvey says good day to you. Alright, took you. Bonus robot? I get an additional robot to go with my previous robot? Those gearboxes are still kind of rare, I think. Oh, is that another piece of the dinosaur? Chompy. He just kind of got sprinkled in old and new areas. That's all acid, isn't it? No! It looks like the... Oh, God. Everything here looks like acid and unused batteries, which is exactly what I want. But then he just dismantles it into metal. You can't pick them up. That's mean. Like, ooh, do I get to have those? No. I get to destroy them. But then the furnace I pick up in a single piece. I take it away with me. Pizza party at the end of the world. I think I've read this before. It is funny pivoting back to this game when I got used to playing Pokopia for a bit. In my free time. Because of the overlap of its themes and so on. I haven't played Pokopia for a bit, actually. Andrew blitzed the entire progression of that game as fast as possible and went straight for the end game. Oh, these metal barricades are new. I saw him suddenly have every single ability and be in every level and so on. I still haven't gotten past the second level of the game, in part because I was really fixated on trying to do as much as I could in a given one. For a while there, I was just on a mission to just not leave the first zone, so I was just refusing to go anywhere else. It was just seeing how much I could build and how many Pokemon I could get added in and how many bits of progression and also like DIY building projects I can get going on in there. I got frustrated by the fact that, well, there was a decent amount of stuff I could do. There's just entire features I couldn't engage with, like how power works. And the there's just like a hard cap on how many Pokemon, or at least there's maybe eventually a hard cap. There's at least a soft cap on how many Pokemon spawn on each zone, in that once you have enough of them running around your town and living there, then they literally won't spawn more because they're at like the cap of how many the game can handle having in the system, having like in your town, like to help with like performance and so on. They don't want you to spawn anymore at some point. And I think the only way around that is to make houses for your Pokemon to live in. But I actually really don't like houses. I want to make little instances that are separate for the Pokemon to live in. I want them to be like roaming around the town. Although maybe I can pick my least favorite Pokemon and put them in houses, and then I don't have to see them anymore. But I have to give in on a number of things anyway, because at the beginning of the game I got used to the idea of how various Pokemon lived next to like configurations of bushes and rocks and so on, and so it all felt very natural. So it's kind of anti-house. I kind of wanted to keep it to be like have it all be a big landscape everyone lives in. But then you get to the very artificial Pokemon that rely on electricity and trash as things to live around, and then so at that point it's kind of a losing game. You kind of have to just accept the fact that not all the Pokemon want to live next to nature anyway. Critter Cove looks exactly how I imagined it would. Can't wait to get started with my new life here. New beginnings, right? I'll need some time finding the perfect home, but until then I'm going to need some place temporary to stay. Right, I need to make a tent. We can thankfully just craft out of the super inventory now without gathering them all up. It looks like a great tent. Thank you for helping me out. You're the best, Marrow. You've helped me so much, I really feel like you deserve a reward. Here. Where were you keeping that chair? I'm going to find a good spot to set this up and settled in. I'm actually really excited to start my new life here. As he schemes about treasure again. Don't trust this guy at all. I'm amazed how often you can be looking straight at a particular chest or something and it won't loot that specific chest, and it'll... Oh. Got stuck in an animation or something? Guilt mode activated. No pressure, meat person Marrow. It is only that this unit can hear the worker bot signal weakening each second, and this unit does not want Marrow to feel shame for failing a rescue mission. No, I got him already. Pensive mode activated. I am gratified to see you have had success in your mission, Marrow, yet I regret to inform you that I am disappointed in this outcome. Why is that? Explanation mode activated. Although Harvey has not yet reached his warranty date, he appears reluctant to engage with me machine to machine. It appears that time and neglect have rendered Harvey inoperable. He will need a pep talk. And arms. And legs. A pep talk? Pride mode activated. The unit you know as Copper Bottom was once a line bot supervisor with excellent motivational speaking skills. This unit's bot worked harder and faster than any other bots in the factory. This unit saved the motivational information, but its last known location will be rather tricky. Where is it? This unit will answer by asking if Marrow has retained their pirate costume. What? Oh no. Yes, Marrow has assessed correctly that the motivational disc was last known to be in possession of the Celestial Hellhounds. The good news is the disc was placed inside a squishy teddy bear before the pirate seized it. The bad news is the pirate Fortuna carefully guards this bear. She apparently does not care to advertise to her pirate chummies that her best friend is a cuddly stuffed animal item. Such strange behavior. Perhaps you should consider finding a replacement stuffed creature of bear variety. This unit should warn Marrow, though. This is not a regular stuffed bear. It is one of our original wonky core creations. It was part of our children's weaponry line with Heidi space inside. Children's weaponry? This unit recommends you try the tailor for this purpose. Return to this unit once you have secured a replacement. We're gonna have to do a switcheroo. Okay. This is getting involved. Whew! I just had a very long interruption. I need to recalibrate what I was doing a little bit. But that shouldn't be that tough. Ooh, that's so weird that that selected that one and not that one. Okay. 32 soft water's not terrible. Need more hard water for sure though. That's just how many resin I had still? It's hard to get resin, damn. It'd be time to turn some more of these fibers into resin again, just because, yeah. If I try to go completely focused on wood, it kind of never works. I'm very distracted by how I still have planks on my feet, or flippers on my feet. There we go. Oh god, why? Random jump scares. Falling apart, we're a shambles. 1 minute into this extra recording. Okay, so we have a few different goals, which part of which includes planting both our new and old plants. Oh, it's another tourism day. Could be blocking my door. That was wild. I was like struggling to walk out of my own house because of how blocked I was. Huh. I'm curious what leads to them just sitting down at random locations. Just because you think that they might program them to like have preferred locations for sitting down? No idea. Do. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. So I just got the star fruit plant, which will help us do batteries, but before I do that, we want to lock in my ability to do so in the future. And it looks like all of our planters are finally different plants down here. So we are going to want to go and make a new one if we can. Are these all done? These are all done. Okay, so while we're at that, now I have 20 softwood and 10 hardwood. Let's try crafting 10 more hardwood. And 10 more softwood. Just to keep that whole system going. Okay, so we're looking for underwater planter. Which if I'm lucky, I might even have the parts to make already, because I'm increasingly keeping these whole things going. Right, planters aren't in the furniture one, are they? They're back here, and they're listed alongside... There we go, medium motion planter. 1 rope, 3 barrel. Are barrels a fabricator recipe? No. Are barrels of furniture? Such a weird video game sometimes. Barrels are furniture, obviously. Won't you know? There we go. We have enough for 1 rope. I apparently don't have much thread right now. Shit. And I just used up my stuff again that I used for thread. So, gonna have to wait for more fibers to come in if I want to have thread in the future. Okay, so now I can make the medium motion planter. Weird. Okay. I'm weirdly staring at the camera for a bit there, because it seems like I'm supposed to be playing the animation where my character goes, "Ooh, I got the thing!" Like in Zelda, where they hold up the thing you just made, like I got it out of a Zelda chest. Instead, they're standing completely still for a while, so whoops. There we go. So I've got that, but I did not process our star fruit. So I'm gonna need to turn some of these into seeds. I think I get 2 seeds actually from a single star fruit. So let's try putting just 2 of them in, because I'm looking to get 3. I think I found that about fruit recently, that you can get like more than expected. Yep, that gave me 4. It's wild that I can just jump a fence. No one else really shows that kind of behavior, so it makes me feel like I have like superpowers, basically. Oop. Maybe if I... 8? There we go. So now I have that going on. And I can use the remaining star fruit safely to make more batteries without worrying about being back at square one of not being able to make more batteries in the future, because now it should be a renewable thing that I can keep making, thankfully. Where is an uncharged battery? Is it at the bottom of this thing, I think? Yep. So now we need acid, and that's where we use the star fruit. Ooh. So many steps in some of these things. Yeah. Make 4, because that's how many we can afford to make right now. I'll just plop those in the charger, because we don't know when the next storm's going to happen. We technically know if I stop to... I didn't make batteries, I made acid. We technically know if I listen to the radio, but I don't feel like it. Because I don't actually need to plan that part out, or add that to my cognitive load right now. There we go, uncharged battery. Can the tailor help me replace Pirate Fortuna's bear? Right. Not the outfit. We still have the outfit. It's in one of my chests. There we go. So those batteries are ready to get charged at some point. Gotta unload everything I can into something. So resources. Maybe the plank right there, and the resin. Clothes. A gripper succulent. That's a plant. That's salvage. That's food. That's salvage. Okay. Home decor. Chair goes there. Salvage. There's bits of the robot can go there. We keep getting pieces of the dinosaur thingy. Where have I been putting plants? I guess I'll put those in farming. That makes sense to me. There we go. We have navigated some of our mess. Did I forget to get those seeds? No, I did buy those seeds. They must be in farming. Yes. 13. I might have had more at the time and not noticed that I had more. Well, let's go ahead and plant these in all the available slots, because apparently this plant is picked in its entirety and goes away every time I loot it. So we do need to, as far as I can tell, we need to manually buy seeds every time for everyone. I don't want one of these plants, which is a pain in the ass, but I don't know if I'll ever need any more of them past making this thing to finally make the salon. So hopefully this will be enough. That's 6 more. I think I only need like 5 for the overall recipe, and we have 3 right now. I've just been struggling to just get it going because I was like, oh, I only have a few. I should do this sustainably and plan for the future. And then when I started doing it sustainably, it turned out that seemingly there is no sustainable way to farm that particular crop or something, I think, unless I misinterpreted something. It's been really confusing to me. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't? What do you mean that it doesn't? You don't pick it. Like even the pumpkins work that way and so on. Like you pick the crop from it, like the berries and whatnot, and then it leaves the plant behind, and that grows another one over and over again. But seemingly that one didn't work that way, because when I picked them, the whole plant went away, and I'm like, and I did not accidentally pick up the dresser. Just the actual individual plant went away, and only that part. So that's weird. Anyway, we've now planted those seeds for later. I can't believe how many times I've said that, because it keeps happening. But hopefully we'll finally get to make the salon soon. I made that one be work. Puppy, wear me. Tucker. Oh, these fashions are so in right now. Sort of a castaway chic dog. Pokey really knows their stuff. Castaway chic is unhinged. What a wild thing to say. Wizard robe. The bone tea. We actually haven't given anyone that. Oh, there's the weeb clothes. Ooh. Wait, is that like a radioactive toga or whatever? Not toga, that's not the word. Sorry. Cubicle Cabana is cursed as a name. Oh, you can make someone such a dweeb. Look at how much of a dweeb you can make somebody. Also, there's a Teddy. There's a bear named Teddy in this place. And I'm about to ask Pokey to duplicate somebody's teddy bear, but not that one. How can I help you today, Marrow? I need a teddy bear. I don't think I've met any bears. Definitely not any bears named Ted. It's a stuffed bear. So you need a bear named Ted, who's just eaten? It's a toy. Who would want to play with a bear? No offense, Marrow, but that seems dangerous, even if the bear just ate. An antique toy. Well, I still don't know who would want to play with a bear, but there's only one place to go if you want to know about antiques. Oh, so they've redirected us towards the clothing place? Sorry, the furniture place? Oh, Professor Wollington, that makes sense, I guess. I guess that also makes sense. I could put the things in there to expand that thing, which might even make sense because I might be running out of uses for specific woods right now. So maybe I should expand my house and finish that part. Because in terms of like, do every quest or whatever, that is like part of it. My goal is just kind of to try to like win at the cozy game, which doesn't necessarily make sense, but I need to have some kind of goals to drive me. I knew you'd come sniffing around here, Marrow. You're the type of guy that can smell when treasure— No, nope, 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 nope. Nope. Leave me alone. 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Well, it's 11 a.m., so... and then it's open. That was weird. I guess it just hadn't loaded yet or something? Hello? I need a teddy bear. What fun! Now let me think. Where have I seen an adorable stuffed Ursus in the past? Ah, yes. I'm quite certain I saw a diminutive on the island of Carnival. I believe such things were used as prizes in games of chance. My research indicates that if you won often enough, you could trade your similar replica bears for a live bear. There must have been quite the demand back then for live bears named Ted. I will assist you with your map, in case you are not familiar with Carnival. A word of warning, however, Marrow. You may be required to hunt around in potentially creepy ruins in order to access your prize. Am I being sent specifically to the island I haven't been to yet? Because that's extremely fortuitous. Yes. I'm being specifically sent to the island I haven't been to yet. That is so handy. And I also need the repair salon. I need to find the salon piece there. So I'm still working forever on getting this specific ingredient done for the other part of repairing the salon, but I still haven't actually found the other key item too, to be fair. So we need to work on that. Those are all clothing. Didn't I have something I was gonna give? Oh! I think I left it in my boat. It's in my boat. Put these clothing away. I have so many options to give people now. Let's see. How do I look as a wizard? Funny little wizard. This is kind of a vibe, honestly, except the clipping, I hate it. I'm radioactive and stuff. So cool. Segoy? Eh. Do kind of like the radioactive tea, actually. Do 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 do. How do these pants look? It kind of works. Oh, they have like a specific sailor-ish thing going on with them. Where are the... I want legs only. We can try a few of these. I didn't really expect that to make any sense. The struggle with some of these is they're too bright to make any sense with the current tops. They're kind of distracting. Does it make more sense just to not wear pants? Kinda. There's a weird bluntness to the shape of the character that makes not wearing pants look a little weird too. His weird flat wedge. Oh weird, it didn't like switch to that one. Gear pants. Kinda works. Those are a bit goofy in this context. Green. I just go with the scrappy green pants right, or gear pants right now. Just fooling the boot. Yep. I was just thinking of you, and bam, just like that, you appear. Is this giving him clothes? It is. Okay, what does he look like? He looks like that. What's his vibe? Do we know anything about him yet? Eddie? No likes or dislikes found yet. We barely know this guy. Okay, so he has the white sort of gi thing. Green pants. I feel like just never giving anyone shoes, honestly. I don't think he'd like flowery as a vibe. He might like... Well, it's a new look and that's good, right? Maybe I should just try it on, see if it looks better off the rack, so to speak. They were not impressed by that vibe. So, it's not perfect, but maybe with the right accessories I can make something out of it. What do you think, Meryl? It looks great. I'm not sure, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Thanks for helping me out, Meryl. You should have this old piece of mine. I don't wear it anymore anyways. Flower slacks. One of the things I almost gave to him. Okay. They might be... Oh, so they might, maybe he does like the flowery vibe, actually. The dress clothes. Yeah, this isn't actively a dislike, but it's not a positive vibe either. Okay. He maybe learned something. Although, I'd have to remember long term that he might like flower vibe, which even that I'm not entirely sure. Them giving you an old piece might be indicative that they like that type of clothing, but also might be that they don't care for that type of clothing because it's something they stopped wearing. It was not entirely clear how to parse that idea. Right, I was about to grab the wood, wasn't I? And I was interrupted. It's incredible the rate at which my inability to hold on to soft and hard wood. It does just get used instantly whenever I have it. I was like, are you waving at me again? I totally had a vision that we could be talking soon. Does that mean I'm psychic? It'd be so cool if it was. I'd only use my powers for good. Well, most of the time anyways. I want to talk to you about blah, 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 blah. I want to talk to you about my favorite subject. Me. So, Mara, what's my catchphrase? Robust? Yay! I was like, has he said that recently, actually, at all? You're so correct. Robust is such a me thing to say, isn't it? I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I know who Whiskers and Woof are, and I think they might be unique. Alright, so my house is clearly not shaped to have wings to it, and yet... Oh god. My storage chest is in the way. Alright, so we have an additional big identical room to the other one. Each room can be customized with ceiling, wall, floor, and trim. So this reminds us of what the place originally looked like. And how I've kind of irreparably damaged it with my vibe in the time since. Maybe at the end, I'll just like, when I'm lower on other things to do, I will just kind of like look through all of my other stuff and just see what I can figure out to do with most of it. Like, all this has got to go somewhere. I'll just put it there at my house. It is tempting to hold on to it for the purpose, though, of giving it to the villagers because they keep wanting me to decorate their houses. But at the same time, you can get sucked into such a density of activities with all of them that sometimes I'm like, all right, please let me go outside and do additional tasks in the world surrounding us, or I'll never get there. I think I delivered, if I remember correctly, I delivered both of the broken materials. Is that a husky? Yep, husky vibes. And there's this gadget raccoon that also gives me Blinks the Time Sweeper vibes. Nova. The hardest part is trying to pick between all the different things to do. Everything looks super fun. I can't decide. They're so panicked. It's stressing me out. I don't need them to have that face. Oh my god. Please never make that face. Oop. Whoa. You know what? I don't care. I was like, I'm gonna go all the way back to the museum now to hand in this one museum item, and I'm like, you know what? I'm already at the boat. How about we get in the boat? How about we get in the boat, we go up there, the new island, and we do some exploring. At least for like the next 40 minutes or so. Or like the 2 hour, 40 minute-ish duration I've been going for. Which, there's kind of a nonsensical math going on. I'm just like, this is the long slot, right? The big Sunday slot. And the normal amount of video on a Sunday, if I do the normal 2 videos a day, would be 2 40-minute videos, which would be an hour and 20 minutes. And then I'm like, but it's the marathon, so maybe we double that? And maybe that's what makes sense for the Sunday games? It's arbitrary, it slides around. The Yakuza videos before this game, Yakuza Like a Dragon, were like 3 hours on average a lot of the time. And a lot of that was based on the fact that, I should go for the salon thing first. A lot of that was based on the fact that I was doing 2 hour videos at the time for everything. It was before we switched back to the current schedule, is when I made those videos. And then they sat on Patreon and so on, and YouTube Early Access for a while. And I was just like, man, I don't want to re-edit these long-ass videos. Like, they were based on the 2 hour slot, and then I was kind of marathoning them to be longer because I know Yakuza's games are pretty long, and Like a Dragon specifically is really long. So I kind of was just in crazy binge mode. So I'm like, these have lower viewership on average, and I kind of just want to do it because I like to play a Yakuza game every year or every 6 months or so on. And I just want to be able to do that in a reasonable fashion. So I'll just make the videos longer than normal. But then they became extremely longer than normal because I switched back to these like half an hour to 40-minute videos multiple times a day. So people seem to like the variety of multiple videos a day more, and I'm just trying to keep people happy. I'm on the wrong island, shit. But with those, when it came, it had a point where I'm like, we've been sitting on this new schedule for a while, and I didn't know what to do with the Yakuza videos, and I was like, I don't want to re-edit these videos to make them make sense. Because making them shorter, not only would that take a 16 episode series and make it bloated out to maybe like 80 plus episodes, it would have been a very long playthrough. I did the math at some point. It was really big, but I don't remember exactly what the math was. But also, and this was a problem that faced the Pacific Drive playthrough, which I did try to edit down. I'm at every wrong island. those videos were recorded in a context where I assumed they'd be that long. Because like there is like a vibe to each playthrough. Like I generally, unless I know there's a lot of editing involved, and I just won't, because sometimes I just won't know because of how much editing I'll have to do later. But most of the time, I'm watching the clock, I'm watching the timer while I'm recording, and I know how long the episode probably is, barring any edit I might have to do. And I kind of plan around that, and I try to make something happen within that duration, and I kind of behave differently based on the pacing of that kind of duration of video. So in really long, games that record have really long episodes, like Pacific Drive and Like a Dragon, they have a weird vibe if I cut them up into shorter videos, because I'm like very aware that I'm doing these big, extravagant, time-wasty things. Like there's a bit in Pacific Drive where I stop and I read lore for like an hour. Because I'm just like, you know what? We're near the end of the playthrough. I'm behind on the lore reading. Let's just get it done. Let's just do it now. And for me, that made sense because it was in the middle of an episode that was a big multi-hour marathon, where I think I might have done a run out into the wild before and after the lore dump in the original recording. So it made more sense to me. I'm like, okay, this is like a little sidebar, and then we'll get back to more journeying. But then in the edit, I think the part where I sit there and read lore ended up being an entire episode on its own, if not more than that, because that's just what happens when you try to cut it down into shorter videos. And if I was making shorter videos intentionally at the time, I would not have chosen to have such a big lore reading session in the middle, because it doesn't fit well to have an entire episode be just that. I would have been trying even harder to sprinkle in a few lore reads after each run in an effort to spread them out, because I think that they're a worthwhile part of the playthrough, but binging them at any given point really dilutes the gameplay to the point where it doesn't fit well. And in a similar way, there's certain behaviors in this one where I'll be like tending the town, or doing some little menial tasks for people, or this amount of like scavenging or exploring. And if I realized that the entire episode was just that non-stop, one sort of genre of action for the entire 40-minute episode and nothing else, I would try to change gears and accomplish something else and have more variety in the episode. There's kind of like a subconscious balancing act of what makes sense to you the more you record Let's Plays, and what makes a video feel good to you, because obviously that's the best you can guess, because you don't know how everyone else will react, because there's infinite people with infinite opinions, so they're not all going to agree anyway. So I would behave differently if these episodes were meant to be 40 minutes long versus if they're meant to be hours long. Is this just pointing me to the thing? Wait. Don't I have like a shiny relic item I also have to find? Oh no, did I just come here for no reason? Quest log says to come here. Oh no, it really looks like that. Whoops. Well, I guess I gathered some stuff. Alright, let's get to the freaking theme park island that we're not that far from now. Whoops. Oh, that's even worse because I went to multiple wrong islands. The multitasking struggle of trying to interpret your objectives while you're also talking through your point. But yeah, right now, we'll see how long it lasts, because it is more time consuming to manage. But I have been like arbitrarily keeping the Sunday specialized long time slot thing. I do think it has a specific niche for certain kind of games where if I did 40-minute episodes, they would just kind of feel wrong, and they would further change my behavior when I'm trying to make the 40-minute episodes make sense, let alone half-an-hour episodes, or God forbid, a decade ago when I was doing 20-minute episodes. This game in 20-minute episodes would have such a weird feeling. It's the type of game I'd probably avoid in that context, because it'd be so hard to make it feel like each episode had enough going on in it. Alright, new island, the carnival one. Sour boy. So they seem to think that you got a teddy bear and then you could exchange your teddy bear for a live bear, which is definitely a misunderstanding of how carnivals work. I'm actually not even entirely sure what that misunderstanding is. Like, what element of reality are they misinterpreting? Or is it just outright insanity that they landed there? That's a wild thing to say. I think we still aren't done with the plastic fish. Now I am. Alright. One more thing off the list. We were lucky. We were lucky, and the hermit didn't ask me to make one of those. But someone else might. Marble. I will always stop for marble. We're always short on marble. None of my automated systems provide marble. Weird little shack. It's interesting because this appears to be ruins of an old house from before the apocalypse. But here, we have ropes holding up a mushroom. And a mushroom wouldn't be alive from the pre-apocalypse. So this is... And obviously, and these posts here are also attempted repairs of some kind. They're not really in a shape that makes sense compared to the frame of the house. Those are all kind of weird. Oh no. Are we gonna find out that I should have rested? Oops, I just ate a sour boy. Meant to have you on that slot. That wasn't really food. How is it this late, actually? I'm really thrown off by what time of day it is. I guess it is maybe been like half... Yeah, I guess it has been like half an hour since I rested and started the new day. Shit. That snuck up on me. Kind of dark again. I'm glad they gave me this, because the more we get out here, the more frustrating it is to explore distant locations while constantly having the day-night cycle betray you. So out here, we're gonna get this teddy bear. Or something along those lines. Is it a modern tent? No. It's another partially repaired building. Seems like somebody has a value they're placing in having these walls stand in some capacity. Oh? The same otters again? Here's the carnival area. Oh. No, don't swing an axe at it, pick it up. A carnival bear. Alright. So we have the bear. Oh, that water looks freaky at this height. It just slightly clips through the floor. Huh. Why'd I get the feeling these two are gonna hit me with some kind of venture to repair this place? Good, you're here. I was hoping we'd eventually run into you. We've got another little venture. They literally use the same word. They literally use the word venture. That's really funny. Little venture up our sleeves, and there is no one we'd rather have helping us. Have you seen this huge whirly thingy-majig? Some sort of ride, I reckon. Busted up real good, though. Not sure if Isaac and I can get them working again, but with your help, we might just be able to. If we can't get them working again, I bet we can at least figure out how to recreate them. First thing we're gonna need is a lot of support. A bunch of metal beams will do the trick. Think you can rustle some up for us? Sure. Terrific. That's why we like you so much. You're a man of action. Welcome back, Mary. Have you managed to track down what I need yet? Yeah? I assume? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been making tons of those. These are perfect. I use them to stabilize this old wreck so it doesn't complete collapse on me while I dig around it. Go check and see if Isaac needs any help. He's up at this spinny, uppy, downy right thing. Is that not Isaac, the guy sitting right next to you? Finished helping Roman already? Good, good. Because I got need of your services too. I'm just digging around this thing's guts a bit. It looks like it's gearbox. That's the wrong it's, isn't it? Yeah. There's no apostrophe S when it's so possessive, so both of them have a typo in this quest already. Its gearbox is completely shot. I'm gonna need you to get me a new one. Several new ones, in fact. Take it from your expression that you've got no idea what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. I'll get you all squared away. All you need to do is go search shipwrecks, car wrecks, any sort of wrecks, really. Just, they should have gearboxes you can salvage. I'm gonna need you to bring me back a few of them to see if any of them fit. Oh, hey. This fucking plant. Wait, I might be able to just get it from this island then. And collect enough to finish that damn thing without having to wait for the crops to grow. So this will make sense about why I'm learning to craft the dinosaur and the individual bits of this thingy. Somebody gonna work here at some point, I wonder? This might have a whole set of mechanics in the long term. Maybe the true Dark Souls experience begins here. Good to see you made it back in one piece. Got the stuff I asked for? Do I? Oh, I guess I do. Oh, those are the gearboxes, right, not the control panels. These might just do the trick. I'm gonna have to mess with them a bit to get them to fit, but I can make this work. Better check back with Roman. For the noises I've been hearing over there, I don't think things are going well. Damn. You have little faith. Oh, hey, it's the same... It's like the same exact burger spot from the bottom of the ocean. Guess they were a chain. They're in their gosh dang wonky sauce. There's one. Just sitting on a counter for 100 years. I can't pick it up. My inventory is full. What did I do? I'm gonna need to visit my ship, I think. Maybe we'll loop back around the other way as I work on that. We just need to deposit everything back into the system. I can start over with this nightmare inventory. Interesting mix of metal barricade and wooden barricades. These metal barricades are actually progress or something. There's not enough of them. Oh, hello. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that stuff because it does seem like it's the kind of stuff we'd find in these zones. Definitely happy to be finding more of these cotton candy berries, because, yeah, if I can find them on this island, that would skip the entire farming process that we just got stuck in. Makes you feel a little silly for not coming here sooner, but it's all, the stakes are low. It's not actually, it's not a big deal that I've been bucking against that particular element. When you think about it, every new update is just a series of new tasks, and some of them are going to be the ones you do last. Just de facto. Yeah, this stuff just grows everywhere. Guess we can put you in boat storage as a quest item. Might be slightly excessive. Is this like a burger? It's a shroom. It's a shroom patty. Yeah. Interesting. They gave me a mushroom that looks like a patty from a burger, which suggests that every element of a burger in this universe is plant grown, because we have vine that grows on a meat, and then we even have literal burger patties growing on a meat. Meat grows on a stalk, and then we have burger patties growing on mushrooms. Which, like, in concept, burger patties are plant grown, but there's more steps usually. The idea of each construction being hyper literal is pretty funny. Yum, 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 yum. I did come to share and wonder at the great meow eyes in this box of ultimate safety and comfort. Like a king within a castle, I level my dreaded gaze down upon your poor boxless fool and take pity. Here, since you've no wonderful box of your own, you may have this map to another of my great treasures instead. Follow the map and find what mystery awaits you. Meow eyes has spoken. When my treasure has been discovered, come back and hearken at my castle walls. Perhaps I will even reply. Oh, that's really far away. That's gonna suck. Alright, let's take a look. Before I forget. That's really far in that direction. I wonder what percentage of the new islands I've done the Meow Eyes quests on. It is hard to go from memory, remembering exactly which ones, but I also have incomplete notes to go off of from the get-go. So that's dangerous. Oh, I can't go north. Oh. God, the chromatic aberration version of that flock of that school of fish looked wild. The map actually shows the other island, which is confusing. But I need to judge my rough location based on the other island. Nope, roughly an entire, like, just more than an entire island's worth up there. Like here. I actually don't want to go any more south necessarily. Maybe a little northeast. And just kind of pray for some kind of landmark out here. Am I geared up? Yep, guess so. Here's hoping that this looks like a place. I bet I'm gonna get cold and die down here. Is that a thing? Oh, there's an arrow. And some metal bars, I guess. I'm not cold yet. Things are actually going okay. Mouse trophy. Alright. I didn't know the right time at guessing where it was. While we're out here, let's take a little look around. It's only moderately terrifying down here. Oh! That's a new recipe. And I hope I'm not missing too many of these in certain locations. That's like a big deal. Basic plunger gun. Okay, plunger gun, then launch. Items collected with the plunger will go to your inventory. Oh! That would allow me to get that one duck. Interesting. When I saw plunger gun, I actually thought that I was going to be... it's like a grappling hook. I thought I was going to be pulling myself towards whatever I plunge. But it seems like it collects items. I'm so paranoid now about where they might be hiding items. Okay, you guys left this kind of mistake? Oh, it's not a mistake. There's a secret in here. A ratless statue. What the fuck? Such a weird seam to have in the world that looked like a mistake. That's wild. Do you still feel like it should look more like an actual cave opening? Because it just looks like a seam in the world. I thought I was about to swim out of the world and get under the geometry of the level or something. Which would be a little distressing. A giant ratless statue is wild. I wonder if it's smaller now, or is it... It belongs to the museum. Okay. There's no way I'm completing the museum in this game. Because they could be so secretive about some of these places. Especially with an entire ocean floor to play with. Like, goddamn. Oh, those things are creepy. I'd feel particularly in danger if... Oh, they have eyeballs. I hate it. Yeah, nothing ever attacks me in this game. We should be fine. But I can still be upsetty. Might not be anything else down here. I mean, it's a big ocean, so all those words have debatable definitions. Little bits of it weirdly remind me of the blood kelp zone, which is an upsetting comparison. I think this is the same cave system I was already in. Yeah. Let's get back to the boat, and with it, the rest of my life. Them hiding a gadget like that is interesting. It makes me wonder if there were other blueprints that were just around the corner from some of the places I've been to. Also makes me terrified that, like, what if one of the recipes that I need to gain is in a place like that? So just head west again. Like, what if it turned out that the upgraded wetsuit or whatever, or whatever might help with cold, since it feels too cold down there. Although if I can't find anything, I might have to just commit and try it out. What if anything that helps with that is actually salvage here? Ground cutoffs. Wait, what if they hit it in a place like that where I thought I got the gist of what a place was for and that was time to move on? And then it turned out I had not succeeded. Ooh, the food menu's actually full. Guess I'll just hold on to the starfruit. Oh right, I was gonna make batteries out of these. Whoops. I made a few mistakes, is what I did. So, you've dared to return to beseech on this mighty Meowwise. I see you have not yet come empty-handed. Is that my mouse trophy you have in your hand? Meowwise won that for being the greatest swatter of mice. Meowwise the dreaded was I called. You should carry that trophy with you to trumpet my great successes to all the world. Everyone must know of my accomplishments. Now leave me. It is time for me to hide in the bottom of the box and swat at anything that comes near the opening. Meowwise sits and fits. There's a lot of cat jokes in this game. I actually didn't have it with me, so I actually briefly was paranoid of like, oh no. Did I mess up the quest by not having it with me? Do I have to go back and get it back out of the boat and then come back here again? But no. Meowwise still reacts as if you have it with you. So the quest logic is based on whether or not you ever looted it, not whether or not you actually have it right now. Which makes sense. It's simpler quest logic to actually run in a game like this. Just, did they do the quest? Okay. Which also safeguards against them being punished for having put the item down somewhere and maybe even losing it, which would suck. Am I glad to see you, Marrow? I'm having a lot of trouble getting this whirly thing and whirling correctly. On top of that, if anyone that sets foot in these ride carts, they're probably gonna fall right through the floor. Hey, how about you see about making a test cart for me? I just need you to look around for any broken carts that might be lying about these islands and figure out how to make a new one. Hopefully while you're doing that, I can figure out what it is that's wrong with this contraption. Okay, so I have the recipe for making these. The question is there a workbench somewhere, please? Or do I need to go all the way back for this part of the quest? Because if I do, I could make the batteries. Did I put my pants away? I think I mistook those pants as not being part of my ensemble and put my pants away and now not wearing pants. Yeah, ideally I could work here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be so lucky. What can I make in this menu? Not much. Yeah, no, I can make like basic tools, but I cannot make the various benches. I have to use the ones at the town and go from there. Let's check out the middle of the island next. There might be benches there, or at least lore or something. And marble. I'll marvel at that marble. I don't remember if we finished this yet. That door behaves extremely incorrectly. Fascinating. Oh. Volapea volapileli. Huh. I know this game's early access, but the jankiness is pretty extreme sometimes. This whole interesting looking structure and multiple parts clip through walls in weird ways, but also there's just nothing in it. And you know what I mean by nothing, like, well, also the door does that. But like there's just one statue and the rest of the room isn't even like decorated or full of rubble to loot or have like some notes or context or even just like some room dividers or pathways or guardrails around like an exhibit or like. So what I don't get is just like I go in that place and I don't even really get a sense of what that building was meant to be back in the day, because it's just a big rectangle that's completely empty, but has one statue. Was it a location known for statues, or was it a place that just had one statue and had a very different purpose, like a government building? Because there's lots of buildings that have one statue. But they'd leave other traces of what the place was used for, besides the statue. We are happy to find more mountain. Or, more, marble. Incorrect M word. This peak also feels like it's gonna have something on it, just through, like, video game sense of space and whatnot. Did I not eat? Oh. Oh. That was weird. I just whipped out the food but didn't consume it in any way. Normally I just press 8 once and he automatically switches over to that item and then starts eating it. But I tried pressing it again and he wouldn't eat it either. So he was just fully not going to eat it. Inventory is full again. That's like the one other suspicious building that might have something in it. Let's take a look at this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna then head on back home so we can try to make the prototype structure. Oh, right. That's just this. Oh. Don't know what that was. Invisible item. Huh. Surreal. Yeah, somewhat strangely, this version of the wonky burger place doesn't have ovens, which I guess might imply that somebody stole the ovens. They've been looted since then. The other place maybe being harder to loot because it's the bottom of the ocean. Always tempting to chop any solid log. I gotta remember to chop more of the solid logs, honestly, because they frequently have a resin. What's good on here? Things have like flute vibes to them. Tall pillars with a bunch of holes on them, or more like divots. Here we go. Let's head on back and I'll be able to make batteries. Maybe that one tonic for the salon finally. And also try to make this theme park ride. And we're back in town. Didn't feel like sitting through the return trip yet again. Has meat person Marrow had any luck procuring a duplicate bear suitable to be a pirate bestie? This unit perceives that you have acquired a suitable replacement bear. This unit has also come by information that Pirate Fortuna is currently at sea. Making the bear swap while she is away would present less risk and bodily harm. Help mode activated. This unit will mark the map for Marrow to locate Pirate Fortuna's home base. Encourage mode activated. If Marrow wears the pirate costume, the Pirate Fortuna is indeed away. This unit believes your mission to be a relatively easy one. There we go. You have like 3 things to donate to the museum, I think, right now. Yeah, because of all the statues. So let's do that real quick while I'm in town. And then I will see if I can. Oh, I should have made it. Should have saw if I can make the juice. Let's remind ourselves what the other requirement is. What's going on here? Oop. Okay, no, there is a barber pole that I just keep not finding. Maybe I need the plunger thingy to do that. I've been roadblocked by the other things. I keep not interrogating what else I may need to do here. There we go. Wonder if I can spot where the statues ended up. Although they might not show up till you come back. A lot of this place is pretty barren, but in cases like this where the whole room is barren, I assume it's because it's an island that's not in the game yet. Oh. Ratless statue. Sculpture unknown. It's called Ratless, apparently. Statue depicting a rat holding up the entire world. Seems appropriate. Maybe they mean... It says sculpture. It says sculpture unknown. I think it's supposed to say sculptor unknown. Like the creator is unknown. But they spelled it in the way where it implies that the sculpture is unknown. And I'm like, you just called it the Ratless statue. How did you know to call it Ratless if it's unknown? We literally know what it is. That's how you named it. It's apparently a reference to a specific deity. I don't see the other one, but I guess it should be here because the other one is. Oh, they added it over here. Yeah, I think I found the other one recently too, didn't I? The statue of Sir Isaac Eagle. The smartest critter to ever live. The gravity of his discoveries cannot be calculated. Ha 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 ha. Statue of Vulpeo Vulpile. Staring up at the stars and wondered if they were really just shiny snacks. Uh-huh. Okay. Get back to me on that one. Hey there, Mara. Was hoping I'd run into you today. See, I found a cook pot buried in the beach and immediately thought of you. I said to myself, Boyd, I bet Merrill could use a cook pot. And I bet he would offer 20 doubloons for the amazing find. So how about it? No. Really? Drat. Oh, well, maybe I'll eventually find something you'll want if I keep trying. At this rate, no. It seems like none of you really ever find anything I need. Besides throwing random cosmetics at me, but that's not usually the one that I have a say on. Not a bad time to check in on everybody. But I bet my inventory is going to be full. Yep. I get to unload the inventory and check again. The game doesn't tell you if they have gathered resources or not, although in the few seconds they've been gone, they might have gathered one more thing regardless. I do just end up checking all... My inventory's full again! Oh my god. So many unique items just jammed in there. That is out of hand. It's like maybe out of hand how many of these are crafting resources technically. Okay, that's not so bad this time. It's good that they're giving me them all. I'm just like, it's wild that so many exist in the first place. Almost punishing. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so my stuff is filling up. We have this quest item just kind of waiting for now. I need to make my batteries, which I forgot to do earlier after I finally got the Oops. No! Can I cancel? Shit. Accidentally made a battery charging station. That cost me all of my acid? Or did I not make acid? I'm so mixed up right now. You can burn a surfboard? I guess. I thought I already made these. Did I not make acid a second ago? I guess I crafted more. I gathered more stars again. I think the station might have cost 4 acid. Whoops. I don't necessarily have a use for another charging station. But let me just place a second one next to the original one. And then I'll just get really confused for the rest of the game about which one has my batteries in it. And that'll be exciting. Oh, there's 8 uncharged batteries in that one. You can tell which one has batteries though. It has little slots. At least there's that. That was an unfortunate misclick. Okay, so I went to do that. I meant to... Oh yeah. We are here to make... No, you make the special thing here, actually. At the fabricator. Wonky's Wondrous Hair Tonic. What was I short on, actually? I don't remember making any of this before, so I probably need to make one more, right? I need more tentacle plants. Well, I think I probably have more tentacle plants by now because I planted them. Set them over there. Yep, spotted swirly. Whoa. Gave me 5. Guess I spotted a swirly. You can loot surprisingly efficiently with these. Oh, that's the new plant that I don't have yet. Hasn't grown yet. And that's the nut. My underwater nut. The fact that this machine also makes balloons is a little funny. Maybe there's lore to that makes some kind of sense, but it definitely feels like it'd be an ungraceful way of approaching that problem. What else was I gonna make? Oh yeah, the we're gonna make the example version of thing. I wonder if I have the parts to make the Chompy. I do. I have found every part of Chompy. Let's do that, because I'm sure that'll come up in a minute. A ride cart. I need 1 barrel. That shouldn't be tough. Yeah. Ta-da! Alright. Let's put our wonky tonic away. Our wonky tonk. Then I get to feel really good about myself. And then wonder where the fuck this barber thing is. But maybe the quest log will be more accurate now that I've placed this too. And just need to find this damn barber pole. Where the hell is it? It still says it's over there. Well, at least now that I've looked at here again, hopefully we'll now remember that it's a barber pole. So, Come back next episode. We're a little overtime here, and also it's late. I want to go to bed. Next episode, I'll swap out the Pirate Fortuna's bear. I'll look for that goddamn barber pole, and we'll make more progress on the carnival. We'll see how deep that rabbit hole goes, because that might be the project of this update, actually. Like, we've looked at a number of things, but they've all been relatively brief so far. But the ongoing project to bring back the carnival might sincerely be a long-ass question, so I'm curious to see where that goes. But thanks for watching like always, guys, and I will see you next time.